Hey guys, my name is Chef Rama, and this is my
Anita,
mom.
Of course.
And we together are creating our first intro video for YouTube. Okay, guys?
And this is one of the first foods that I fed Rama as a baby.
Yeah.
So Rama, I'm going to teach you today what you ate as a baby.
Yes, and I always love this growing up. Mom, you want to tell them what it is?
It is khichdi, and this is one of the first foods that babies can eat and actually love it. It just tastes like butter. It has no butter, but it tastes like butter. So we're going to start today really quick teaching you all how to make khichdi. This is one of the kind of a little bit of an adult version, and we will tell you later how you can make it more baby.
Yeah.
So
and just a quick FYI, khichdi is just like rice and lentils, and these are yellow mung lentils and
rice.
basmati rice. That's it. So it's 1 cup of each, right?
Yes, we have 1 cup rice there and 1 cup yellow lentils.
So while she does that part, I will do the chopping. Okay, guys?
So I turn on my Instapot because that's the most fastest and convenient way to go. And it's on a saute mode right now. And I'm going to add
And you want to tell them why you're doing the Instapot? I'm
doing it in the Instapot because for all us moms, we're so busy. We're always working. We're always multitasking. So what it is, it makes life easy when you can just put it on, plug it in, and go away. You can even leave home, go do your errands, go pick up your kids from school. And if you don't have kids in school like me, you can go have some fun with your friends.
Right.
Okay, so
we go to work, right, Mom?
Or go to work. So here we have it in the saute mode. I put in a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of ghee.
And this is ghee.
Go. That's the
tell
ghee.
them what ghee
You
is.
could either use ghee, you could use butter, you could use oil, but I love ghee because it's actually really good for you. It is basically clarified butter. I make it at home myself, and if only you could smell it. It smells really good. But guys, sorry, you can't smell it. So
okay, guys. So here's 1 cup of white onions. Okay, just chopped. And I did that. Well, she did the ghee part.
Because of course Chef Rama chops much better than me. So let's give her the better job. So here it is it's about a teaspoon of cumin. We put in the ghee. We were just waiting for the ghee to warm up. Here's a teaspoon of cumin, a tad bit, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. As we all know, the good qualities of turmeric. Everybody's talking about turmeric nowadays. So a tad bit of turmeric. Now, there we go. We're just going to let it warm up a bit. I'll show you guys. There we go. That's the turmeric and the cumin seeds. To that, once they start.
And it's very important that you know that you cannot burn them, right? So you can't really like walk away at this point.
This is not the point to go have fun, like I said. Don't go have fun.
Or don't drop the kids to the bus stop right now, because we definitely need all eyes on that, okay?
So it's taking a couple of minutes because my Instapot has to warm up. It's in saute mode. It normally takes a few minutes to warm up. So you have to give it usually 5 minutes to really reach the point, which on a stovetop would go a lot faster.
So what are the benefits of khichdi? It's like a first food for children. It's an awesome food for when you have a tummy ache. It is filling, it's clean, it's healthy, it's high in protein. So it's super easy to make, and it's great for the whole family, right?
And it's very versatile. It's a one-pot meal. You get your carbs, you get your proteins, add the veggies of your choice, and you just don't have to do a lot of work. There we go, 1-pot meal, and I'm done. You're done with either lunch, dinner. Even you can take it in your lunchbox to work with a little bit of yogurt on the side. Whether you eat plant-based, take a non-dairy milk yogurt or a yogurt, and you really got a wholesome meal there. So, and you can almost eat it every day because you can flavor it, get creative. You can do it so many different ways. So right now I'm just showing you one of my favorite
and it's starting
ways.
to smell, right? You can definitely smell
now
those
you can see
toasted
that.
cumin seeds.
So here we go.
And you could smell that
show
ghee.
You that. You
which
see
is
how
really
it's
nice.
starting to warm up? Starting to warm up nicely. Let me
Okay,
move
so
this out of the
while
way.
you do this, you can also, like I said, chop the onions. You can mince the garlic. So we've got a teaspoon of of garlic. And now we're going to use our microplane, which is so much easier, with the skin on, and do 1 teaspoon of ginger, okay?
I do keep the skin on the ginger because actually ginger skin is really good for
and it
you.
that's where the flavor is, okay? So you want to make sure that you actually don't peel.
And it cuts out your work.
Yeah, it does. So
you
much
don't have to
easier.
sit and worry about peeling it.
Yeah.
So there it is. My ghee is starting to warm up. You can see it foaming. I am now going to put in some curry leaves. I actually have a beautiful plant of these in my garden.
And if you don't have it, don't stress.
Don't worry.
You can find them at the Indian grocery store, and you can just omit it, the whole thing.
See that they smell. It's
So
in my
good.
garden.
This is
And
like
there we go.
home. That
This is it.
smell smells like home.
So we just put in the curry leaves and we put in chilies to taste.
Well,
We could either chop this up.
Show
bird's
them.
eye
These
chili.
are Thai bird chilies. They're really small. They're really spicy. My mom and I kind of have a little bit of behind the scenes little argument about it. She likes spicy. I like spicy. But for all of you guys, we want to
So we're
show
gonna
you that you can
leave it
just
whole.
yeah
We're gonna leave
put
it
it
whole.
whole just to add the flavor, and it's not gonna be too spicy. And then
You eat it, you eat it. If you don't,
you could just
dump it.
take it out. Yeah.
So
Totally
there we go. We put it in whole.
Right.
And as soon as we have all the cumin seeds, you can see them now cooking up there. Rama, you can go ahead and add the
Yeah,
onion now.
perfect. So we have 1 cup of onions, just finely chopped.
And the ginger garlic.
We are doing 1 teaspoon of minced garlic or garlic paste, and we're doing 1 teaspoon of ginger as
There
well.
we go. Great.
Smells
Perfect.
really good.
Don't you all want an assistant who can do that for you? That's great. Okay.
Seriously.
Thank you, Rama.
Seriously.
And a tad bit of salt
Call me
now.
anytime to chop.
I'm adding the salt now because it helps the onions cook faster. Chef's tip, Chef Rama's tip.
Yeah, you want to make sure that's very important. Okay, you want to make sure that you always salt your onions because they help them kind of get soft and sweet. Okay, so definitely salt as you go. Okay,
There
the
we
next
go.
thing
Salted the
I'm gonna do
onions.
while she does the mixing, I will chop up 2
I need
onions.
the tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm just gonna chop them up fine. Don't worry about the size of them, just get them cut, okay? That's it. And if you like less tomatoes, then do less, but I would say for this ratio of 1 cup of lentils and 1 cup of rice, it's 2 tomatoes,
So this
okay?
is a very simple recipe. You don't, and if you don't have something, don't worry. This will still work without all the ingredients.
Can you tell them
So-
what we have done in the past when we don't do the tomato and onion, where you really don't need to take out your cutting board?
When you just don't want, all you can do is add the ghee, add the cumin seeds, and if you're doing it for the baby, that's enough. Ghee, cumin seeds, that's it. Salt, if you want to give the baby salt, I didn't give my kids a lot of salt. And you add the rice and the lentils and
Right.
add the water, and I will tell you the ratio of the water as we go along. But that's it if you're doing it for a baby. And even if you're doing it for an adult who's not feeling too good or wants really simple food, this is an amazing. It's like a lighter version, what would you say, risotto?
Risotto,
A healthy
yeah.
risotto without the cream.
Without the cream and the Parmesan cheese. And I would say too, this is a comfort food. Like when you, are just under the weather and you want like some chicken noodle soup or mac and cheese, this is our version of comfort, okay?
And it's really a healthy one because you got in your turmeric, you got the cumin, and all
Okay.
the benefits of it in there. So
So,
we just wait for the onion to cook and
Yes.
then add the rice and saute it. So guys, I'm waiting for the onion to cook down a bit as you see. And that's taking a couple of minutes.
Right.
And let's wait.
so let's talk about this Instant Pot. It's very simple to use. It's really, really safe. So again, I say be very careful when you touch the insert part of it because it gets really, really hot, right? So you want to make sure that you touch the handles only. And the cover to this, which is in our course coming up soon, is a little bit tricky. So we will show you how to
keep the vent
yeah,
position.
how to keep the vent position and the
is very
ceiling
important.
position soon, but that's for another day. Okay? So while we
So
saute
this is a
that,
very, very well. I use the Instapot all the time. All the time. I actually own 2, a larger one and a smaller
Yeah.
one. And I
own
practically
2
use
also.
it for everything because look at my stovetop. It remains clean.
Right.
There we go. I don't have to clean the stovetop.
right,
And when I do dishes, I just have to clean this insert and that's it.
right.
So guys, I'm
now-
not selling it, but it sounds like I'm selling it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's totally safe. You can turn it on and you can walk away. Again, we are not responsible to tell you to walk away and nothing will happen, but I have left my house and kept the Instant Pot on, okay? Again, we're not responsible of that. It's just a quick tip. Okay, so what's next now?
Now we're going to add the rice. This is the
Okay.
mixture that's washed. That's 1 cup of washed basmati rice and 1 cup of yellow lentils, the yellow mung beans
Right.
that have just been rinsed nicely washed. There we go. And I let it sit.
And we really like to use this fine mesh strainer so the rice doesn't fall through. It happens to people all the time. Try to use the one with the fine mesh, okay?
And that's it. All I did is wash it, and now I'm going to add it in here. I like to wash it and leave it a bit so I can, you know, when you saute the mung beans, the yellow lentils, and the rice together, it gives a nice toasty flavor. You don't have to if you don't want to, or you
But
don't
it's
have
like
the
that
time.
roasted, nutty flavor. And I think it adds another level of flavor, okay, to this.
So some
very
people
simple
do
dish.
not do this. You don't have to, but I like to do it because I find that when you roast the rice in the ghee, it gives it a bit of a
Let's
nicer
give them a quick
flavor.
sneak peek of what this looks like, right? That's absolutely perfect. Okay,
And now
so
we can
you're
just roast
in a
it a
time
bit.
crunch right now, right? So I would say it's about 7 minutes of prep time and just standing here, right?
Absolutely, and you're just about done.
And now we're gonna add the tomatoes in.
Rice, and now we can add the water and the tomatoes.
Right, perfect. So we have 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of lentils, and 5 cups of water.
So you can add the tomatoes first.
First,
Add the tomatoes so we mix it in.
2.
These are 2 tomatoes. This is about 2 cups.
Yeah, it's about 2 cups. Yeah. Roma.
You could use any tomatoes
you
of
can use
choice.
whatever you want. And I think we can tell people, you know what, don't be hard on yourself. If you need to use canned diced tomatoes,
Yeah.
by all means, go ahead. We won't tell anybody. It is doable, but it definitely tastes better fresh, okay?
There we go. That's about 2 cups of
2
tomatoes.
cups of tomatoes.
And
then the
that's,
5 cups
That's 4 cups there.
of water.
Water, and we need 1 more cup.
Right.
1 more. There we go. There's 1 more cup of water. So that's our 5 cups of water.
Perfect. Perfect.
And we just add some more salt. I didn't do enough in the beginning. I had done half of this, so we had about
So
a teaspoon
I would
and
say
a
about
half of salt.
2 teaspoons total. About 2 to 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And of course you can add more.
And at this point, if you want to taste the salt, to me it's a little less. I'll add a little more. Good time to taste the
That's
salt.
the
There you
Indian
go.
way of tasting. This is the culinary way of tasting.
Yes, I taste on my hand.
Yeah. I think a little bit more, tiny bit more.
There you go.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And now this is what it looks like. There we go.
Perfect.
Getting it in the camera? Yeah? Good. And we just close it up. Now, this is where you have to make sure it's either venting, which is here. That means that the steam's going to escape, or you want to seal it. So this is on the sealed position because we don't want the steam to escape. We keep it this way. This is like a pressure cooker, and you seal it. And I already have my steam on the sealed position.
So sealing.
And
Basically,
we
all
turn
the
this
steam
off for a
sitting
minute. First you turn it, cancel everything. And all you do is turn on the rice, press rice.
You just press the rice
That's it.
setting. Most electrical pressure cookers have different ones. Again, this is so easy. You just press the rice setting, you walk away. I would say the rice setting is on average, depending on your
This one
Instamat.
says 12 minutes, but you
12
have to
minutes,
let it, you cannot like do a quick release, what's called the quick pressure, the QPR. You have to let it release in a natural way, let the steam release. So that kind of, the whole process takes about 30 minutes because, but 30 minutes of not you standing there and looking at it.
So guess what, guys? This will cook. We are going to show you the finished product, and yeah.
Come back with it, definitely.
Yeah, perfect. So our khichdi has been here for about 30 to
30 to
45
45
minutes.
minutes.
Right. And how do you know it's done? So this is the part where you really have to pay attention, okay? Get your spoon.
So here we're back, and you want to check first always. There's a little bit of steam. So this is how you release the steam.
You
Don't
push
put your
this
face-
knob from sealing to vent.
Exactly.
Okay?
And
You wanna be
just make
careful,
sure
don't put your
you
hand
always move away. You can have a lot of steam on your face, which
Right.
you don't want.
And also, I want to tell people this, and I think this is good. Don't ever put it under your cabinet, because it actually does ruin, the steam does, eventually. Just try your best to kind of have it somewhere where there's no cabinet.
So now
on
if
top.
you left for a longer time, let's say you were out of the house for like 3 hours, that's fine. The steam you won't have the steam coming out when you come back.
Right.
It would have released naturally.
Right.
But since we were around, I want to show you what happens like 30 to 45 minutes
Right.
later. This is how you would release the steam.
And this could sit in an Instapot when you go to work in the morning all the way until the nighttime. So there's no
so you
time
come back, you have a nice warm meal. It'll still be warm at the end of the day. It won't be piping hot, but it will be warm.
Right.
So here you see the steam releasing. We're going to wait till it settles down completely before we're ready to open it. So just maybe a minute or two more, because I don't want it to.
We get a tasting
spoon. It's still, you won't be, even if there's steam, like look, I'm trying to open it now, it's not really opening. So I know that it has to release easily on its own. You don't want to ever push it real hard where the steam's going to pop up in your face.
Right, right.
So here we go. Now I'm going to...
That's our house phone, sorry about that.
And once the steam is released, we can now open it very carefully. Look how easy it is to just turn.
And it's a very easy
and you have all
appliance, right?
Absolutely. So here it is. I'm going to open it up. Look how pretty it looks. And oh
it's
my
very
God,
soft,
smells.
like again, comforting, warm, kind of rice,
So
lentil.
If I had left it longer to the end of the day, you would have had it more solidified, like how rice kind of absorbs the water, but because we opened it up in 45 minutes, it's like a congee, a very soft risotto, almost like a rice and lentil soup. But Rama, go ahead and try it. Actually, not you don't get to try
Super
it.
hot.
I get to.
You can tell.
No, this is how I would feed the babies, and kind of when I feed Rama, it
Pretty
reminds
big
me.
baby.
It's very hot, Rama. You gotta wait. Don't rush.
So I love the smell. I love it. I'm like nervous. I want to like hold the spoon.
Blow. This is how you teach your kids. Blow.
Oh my gosh. That is so good. It's so buttery. It's so flavorful, and it just feels like. Can I just like have the rest right now?
Of course, it's all yours.
This is so good, Mom. Now let me feed you, okay? Vice versa, right? Right? It's like perfect. It's perfect. And the great thing about this is that you can add a ton of things in here. And again, that's for another video, but it's such a versatile breakfast, lunch, dinner, hey, even snack.
So here's your green chili for the guys who like it spicy. And
I would eat that. She would.
So it's up to you if you want to eat it, or then it's easy to take it out that way. And
thanks so much for watching, guys. This was so much fun. Our first video in the books, right? And
absolutely.
It was a blast. And you guys, again, tell us what you want to see. We are so excited.